You know what we need? We need a little bit of rain around here.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
This place is dry to the bone.
Purple rain.
Everywhere you go, the grass is dry. The streets are dry. We need some rain around here.
Our dealers dry.
It's been months. It's been months. You know, for Christ's sake, I got to water the plants. Not enough rain, right?
Oh yeah. Always
Really?
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, well, I was about to say,
Today's
because
about
I
the
have
only.
a Ford pickup sunken into the ground, probably about half tires up. If you guys want to go over after this and pull her out, I would buy you each a cheeseburger from McDonald's.
All right.
She's stuck out there.
Stuck out there.
She's stuck out there somewhere.
We're gonna reel her out. We're gonna pull her out.
Yeah.
Dad's got the hitch on the back of the truck.
Yeah.
Guys,
and we got a Jeep.
This is They Call Us the Breeze, guys. We got brother Adam in studio tonight. Say what's up, Adam.
Hello, citizens.
All right. There's only one way to do it, so let's get to it. Let's go. Oh, yeah, guys. It is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra, live from the Tiger Cage. Sunny, well, not so sunny, St. Petersburg, Florida. But
She's gloomy today.
She's a little gloomy, mate.
She's
yeah.
a little gloomy.
Yeah, we're looking out the Tiger
Looks a
Cage
bit
windows
British,
right
doesn't
now.
Look at it.
London.
Look at
Yeah,
it.
you know, she's not great. She's not great, but we love her anyway. She's
Dope as fuck.
yeah, she
That's
is.
right. She's the best country in this country.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Best
Yeah.
country in the world.
She's
mate.
a bit moist right now, but we'll see
Yeah.
what we can do.
We'll clear her up. Speaking of moist, we got some sausages tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna taste the glory of Chris's sausage.
Yeah.
tonight.
So brother
So this
Adam,
is
yeah,
good.
You're
he's
going to
in
have Chris's
studio.
sausage in your mouth.
From
Is that what you're
Virginia
saying?
Beach,
Virginia
we
Beach.
had. It's not like we just went out of our backyard and knocked on our cousin's door. This is from Virginia Beach, where
Brought
the
all the way
barbecue's going to
down.
be a little bit different, I think.
Yeah, the takeout took probably about 13 hours, but whatever. You know, it's a drive.
Dang, a drive. Did you make it all in one?
No, I
You popped off at the house real quick.
popped off of the house. You know, you got to say hi to the wife and the dogs and everything. And then she was like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, "I got to go to the show."
We're
So
going to the show.
You're like, I gotta pop out. I
I ordered that shit about a half a day ago. I ain't never
You have
used
like
a DoorDash again.
You have like this like assistant. She's like, Adam, no, we need to beat. You're 5 minutes late, and you're like, all right, I gotta go. Curie, I love you. Guys, dogs, I love you. I gotta get down to the show.
That's
yeah,
right.
Carrie doesn't really like Starina, but you know, it is what it is.
It was
It's
super
it's a
weird,
work
man, when you pulled
relationship.
up and you were like in a white limo and you pulled up with a za and you opened it up and like all the steam came out. I was like, this guy's coming in like Home Alone 2,
Now, did
Lost in New York.
Did you have the sausage on ice in a cooler, or did you just kind of like have it on the dashboard, baking in the sun the whole drive down?
Yeah,
so
what- yeah.
obviously, you know, you don't want to bake it for 13 straight hours. So what you do is you start off cold, right?
Yeah.
And with this nice, glorious Florida heat, when you're about an hour and a half close to your place of delivery, you have to pop it up on top of the dash and let it grill up a little bit.
Warm
flip
it up.
You have to flip
Sure.
it while you're driving, which is a little dangerous, but you know, you got to work with what you got. So
You had a shotgun buddy to help flip the sausage.
yeah, definitely had
Yeah.
a shotgun buddy to flip the sausage.
You're like, rotate that.
Yep.
That needs rotating right now.
It's time. He just listened to the same Metallica song over and over and over again, and every time it was over, we flipped
James,
the
you need
sausage.
to turn
Yeah.
my meat again.
Darkness, that's taking my soul. All right, you almost ready to flip it? Wait, he
speaking
still
of,
has a few more
Speaking of
solos.
Metallica, last couple days they came out with the Blacklist album.
Yeah,
have
I
you seen
know,
that, Adam?
man.
I have not seen that.
So Blacklist album, what they did, they just have a shit ton of different bands and artists and people covering, in a lot of cases, the same song. There's like 8 Sad But Trues and a few Holier Than Thous and Pup.
wow.
How epic is that? Because you're like,
Yeah.
how many people have already done this? 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it though
We-
because
we-
I need to do it.
Yeah,
It's like,
Absolutely, yeah. So Weezer does Enter Sandman. And then,
how did they do? I mean, is it pretty sweet?
It's pretty
I haven't-
It's pretty on the mark as far as like a reinterpretation.
But like, how does he sing though? Like, because he's always ha 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 ha.
To be honest, I stopped it right before
TBH.
the vocals came in. I just listened to the intro.
You cut
and
it
I was
off.
like, all right,
You're
but
like, nah, Rivers, no way.
Don't ruin it. Click.
yeah. Pup, a band that Ryan and I listened to that we've seen before. They do Holier Than Thou, which was an interesting choice, but still, the album's out there, guys. It released a few days ago, and if you're a Metallica fan like we are, you got to go check it out. Definitely.
Also, Metallica, send us some fucking tickets, too.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're pumping your brains right now, let's go.
Exactly. So Dad is back in studio after taking the week off last week, guys. That's like I said. They call us the Breeds. It's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra. You can watch us on YouTube every Thursday night at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then of course you can catch the podcast every Monday wherever you listen to podcasts. So tell your friends. For every one of you out there that's listening,
There's 10 million that you should tell your friends about.
4,000.
I like it. I like it better that way. Yeah,
All right.
definitely. So make sure you guys tell everybody out there, and keep tuning in. Thanks for joining us. But yeah, so Adam's in studio, brother Adam. Dad is finally back in studio after taking his hiatus to New York last
Dude,
week.
this guy's taken more trips, I think, on this whole podcast than we have. Like
I
he's
said,
just-
he never used to take vacations,
set.
and now he's just jet set.
Where are you
jet
going
set
tonight,
Breach
Frank?
over here.
Where are you going? You
Yeah.
going somewhere
Everybody
exotic?
wants to know, Frank. They want to know where you're going.
Look, my son bought me a Cadillac.
Going on a trip.
Yeah, so he went to New York City, man, and it was his first time. I've never been. Ryan's been once. Adam, have you been once?
Yeah.
I've been
Adam
twice.
Ryan's been
I've been
twice.
twice.
So what did you think, man? How was it?
It was neck wrenching to look to the top of the buildings.
I would bet.
You need a little.
You never seen so many buildings so tall. You can't imagine how tall the buildings are until you stand there and you look up and you just keep looking up and you just keep looking up.
And a lot of them old too, right? The buildings are kind of old.
Old.
It's
Well, like the Federal Building in New York Stock Exchange and stuff like that. Those kind of buildings are old, and the Trinity Church and stuff like that. Those are built. Those are old, and they're not necessarily real tall. But you got apartments and you got office buildings downtown, and we stayed in the financial district just within, 8 blocks of Wall Street and 8 blocks of probably the World Trade Center or the Ground Zero or whatever. So, and probably the Brooklyn Bridge was from here to the church parking lot from our hotel room,
So not far at all.
There's a lot of places to walk and see when you're there.
What was your favorite part?
Well, we went up. We had tickets to go up to the observatory at the top of the World Trade Center 1, which is the replacement building in between the two reflection ponds that they built where the initial buildings, Trade Center South, the Trade Center North was. And they built a building in there and then a museum off to the side of it. They have a 360-degree observatory about 1,250 feet at the top of that building, and that was the coolest thing because you can see.
I don't think I've ever been up that high
forever.
without being in an airplane.
Well, there's airplanes
dude,
below us.
It's. I mean, what'd you think of Ground Zero?
That's proper tribute. Didn't move me, but because it's basically a.
And there's a lot going on.
There's a lot of people there. They
going on.
have the how they have the ledge all the way around angled and
there's
a lot of people there.
Waterfalls going into
and laying roses and stuff all around there. And you have to consider we went there this past weekend, so last Saturday was 9/11, 20th anniversary.
Yeah.
So we didn't get near it on Saturday, which was 9/11. We went down on Sunday because it was just Debbie and Ray, my sister and brother-in-law. They went down there and they go, "We're going to go down there at 9/11." I was like, Teresa and I just stayed in the room and turned it on the news, and I'm like, "You're not going to get down there close. They're going to have so much security, and they're going to have it so much cordoned off that you can't get close. And if you want to see what's going on, you're going to be looking over heads from here to Leah's house,
Yeah.
to see.
Exactly,
You
yeah.
can hear, but you ain't
Yeah,
going to see nothing.
yeah.
But the guy, 12, 13, 25 people in front of you is back of their shirts and heads. So, because they had Obama there, they had Clinton there, they had Biden there. So
Trump
you're
was
not getting
running around
close.
with the fire department and police stations.
Yeah,
I heard.
He was.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. I mean, we didn't go there. We went the next day, and then we went to that museum, and then we went up in that tower, and It's kind of like it's kind of like a little park around there, you know.
Yeah.
In a way.
That's badass.
It's nice.
Did you
It's
have
cool.
a slice of the New York pizza?
That's actually
Well, we had
my question.
we did. Actually, Saturday we went to Chinatown. That's something to see. And,
It's wild.
as we were heading back to the hotel on the corner outskirts of that area where we were getting back to Pearl Street or whatever, there was a little pizzeria, and we stopped and got a slice and ate there. And
Good pizza?
it's not as good as what you can find in Dayton, Ohio, but
It's no Marion's.
No Marion's. No
it's not
shout
Marion's,
out
but
Marion's,
Nothing's like Marion's to me.
You're like trying to find the
It was thick.
Teenage Mutant
It
Ninja
was
Turtles
thick.
arcade game. You're like, where's that?
Yeah, it was. You had a square that was about so big, and I ate probably half of that, and then picked off the sausage and the pepperoni that was spicy or whatever off of it, and left the rest of the cheese
Should bought
in
your
the crust.
Prilosec TC, dude.
Oh no, I didn't. No, it wasn't that spicy that it bothered me. It was just like that thick. It's like
Oh, thick
And a
sausage.
lot of
That's how we like our sausage around here.
We
lot
like
of
it
cheese,
thick,
a lot
and we
of
like
cheese,
it cased,
so-
and we like a good snap.
it was okay. It was okay.
Now, what other kind of food did you eat while you were up there? I mean, hopefully you didn't just go to like fast food and bullshit.
Oh, we didn't go to
He's like,
restaurants. we
fucking,
went to.
there's a place called Applebee's.
well,
and man,
no, actually,
He's wearing a T-shirt right now. It says Jeremy's Ale House.
This is where we ate dinner
I didn't know
on
you owned an
Friday
ale
night.
house.
Jeremy's Ale House.
That's right.
In New
Jeremy's
York
got an
City,
ale house
you
in New York
own
City
a
and
new.
Long Island. He's got one in Long
Remy's
Island.
like, all
He's
right, if you
franchising.
want to put an ale house anywhere, Remy's like, never
New York.
been, but
New York City.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
Then
put it in New York City.
They went downtown to look at. Tried to see Central Park. She never really got to see it much. She sat on a bench at the end of it, but never got to look at it much because they had to leave. And
Did she throw like little poppers, like Big Daddy, at the very end?
No, she never. She
scenes?
said it. They got to the edge of it. Ray had to use the bathroom, so they had to leave. And when they came back, they went to Times Square and Rockefeller Center, and basically came back home.
So what
Or
did
came
you
back-
what did you have to eat at Jeremy's Ale House?
The first night we had a burger and fries and stuff
the
like
first night we were there.
that. And then they
3
went
nights.
downtown, and I said
In New York
Saturday
City.
we went to Chinatown, went to Little Italy, and we bought some trinkets down there. Chinatown, they're always trying to sell you something. And,
Did anyone recognize you from the podcast in
Yeah.
Chinatown?
Well, like 3 or 4 people had decided.
they're like, oh my God, Mike Breachak.
It's a Mike
Hey,
Breachak.
They called
you
us
Mike
the
Breachak.
Breeze.
They
Bravo, Romeo, Echo Sierra, right?
Brara Rama,
Guys, we have
I almost not
celebrities.
recognized you without cowboy hat.
It's like when fucking Cartman tries to Yelp, and then he goes into that taco place, and he's like, I can give you guys like 10 stars. I can give you guys 5. It's up to you.
off the joint.
So they're like, oh, my pre-check. Whatever you want. We
Whatever
queer
you
out the
want,
whole
yeah.
place.
No,
we
you don't
queer
pay-
it out. We queer it
You
out.
don't pay for anything.
Oh, where's your cowboy hat, Mike?
Yeah, come on, Mike.
Hi, we all love the cowboy.
Let me get Teresa say you cannot wear it in New York
Teresa
City, huh?
probably, right, Mom? What you cooking
Yeah.
tonight? You getting it back tonight? It's Thursday, right?
Wow, we're really crashing into the wall with this this racial Chinaman stereotype.
Hey, they're all Chinese though. When they say Chinatown, I mean they're all
But then you
Chinese.
like bump into like
Except for
little,
us.
and then you get into Little Italy, which is smack dab in the middle of
And we
Chinatown.
just kinda walk through
and all of
that.
a sudden you're like, they're like, "Hola, Manisa," and you're like, "What the fuck?" You're like, last block, they're like, "Oh, hey, bro," and you're like,
Gibbardeli.
It's fucking crazy. I remember there was a
Hey,
Santa
you
Claus
want
dude.
you want handbag? You want watch? You need watch? I said, I gotta watch.
I gotta watch,
Dude,
Oh no, you know how
What
watching
kind of
a
watch
war.
is that?
Dude,
Hey,
until you
Rolex.
see a
I said,
Santa
there ain't no
Claus,
fucking Rolex.
Until you see a Santa impersonator in Little Italy, where he's just like, "Hey, how you doing?" And you're like, "Hey, buddy." Like, it's so fun.
Hey, you're Will Ferrell's dad.
So it's kind of like Epcot.
Yeah,
but
it's basically like Epcot, but way more
you
expensive.
got Future World,
Believe
you
it.
got Little Italy, you got
I did notice this when we were down there, and we took a break. Ray bought him a bowl of. He just had to have a bowl
Weed.
of soup.
just. Oh, did he go to the soup Nazi?
I
gotta get
I mean,
for you.
I'm in
every
soup
other
mode
store,
right
Where's
now.
the bread?
every other
You
store
want
is
bread?
selling noodles and rice noodles and soup and blah blah blah. And I'm
Ramen
like-
and all that. Yeah.
He's like, I gotta get an authentic Chinese thing of soup. So we go to this
Get
little
some
park,
dumplings in there too.
and they got these picnic tables with these umbrellas, and they're cement picnic tables.
There's a
but
chess game set up.
there's checkers down there on
Yeah,
that
for
one.
sure. No, I know,
These four were
Hustling.
playing 7-card stud. With
Fuck yeah,
poker
they're
chips
fucking
and cards. Deal. And I went over to find a guy that looked like he might be young enough to speak English, and walked over to him. I said, "Are they playing poker over there?" He goes, "Yeah, 7-card." I said, "Is it legal?"
You're like, what's
legal?
the buy-in? Can I get in?
Is it legal to play 7-card poker in a park in New York on a Saturday afternoon?
He's like, what are you, fucking cop?
Yeah, he's like, what do you
No.
got?
You have to tell me if you are.
Yeah, the Asian really
No,
goes.
I think
you
it's
have to-
illegal. Where are you
it's a
from?
rule.
I go, I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. I go, he goes, is it legal to gamble in? I said, well, you could probably get your buddies together over at your house and have a 5 or 6 guy card game at the
Dad's
house.
just chatting
Small
up
money.
this fucking
I
thing.
said, but I don't think you could go down to one of the city parks and set up 7 guys and start playing 7-card poker. No, I'm sure the St. Pete Police would put an end to that.
Dude, that's
quick.
when
Hey, they do it in New York. Come on,
that's
man.
when he reaches across.
Well, they do it in Chinatown,
Hey.
motherfucker.
Well, so
Hey.
Dad sees the dealer is a little Chinaman wearing a fancy cowboy hat, and Dad's like, I need my cowboy hat for the rest of the trip, so I'm gonna go. I'm not even gonna. I don't want his money. I want his goddamn cowboy hat.
The guy, that's when he reaches in. He goes, "Where you from?" And Dad's like, "Tampa Bay." He goes, "I'm sorry about Derby Wayne. Look, I know the dogs want to race. Sorry about it."
We used to rob Derby.
We used to rob Derby Wayne. We used to go down there all the time. The dogs were fast. Cocaine, right? They were always on
Jesus.
cocaine.
All right, I think you know what? I think we need an attitude adjustment before we continue this show.
I know.
We need to know.
Shout out, Viet. I love you.
Like,
Everybody, this is they call us
Being Chinese.
the Breeze.
I know, it's
Bravo,
Viet-
Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Like I said, we have brother Adam here tonight. We got so much show for you. We got birthdays coming up. We're going to interview Adam a little bit about what he does for work. Reminder out there that he's in the Navy.
Ooh, I brought
And,
the lie detector test for
I
that.
bet he rides in a
perfect.
boat.
Perfect. And then we're going to do something
Skip.
where we're going to go around the room, and I just had something pop into my head. A friend of mine, Sid, she's like, if you could picture yourself in any memory, if you could be a fly on the wall and watch yourself in any memory, what would it be? So we'll have that after the half. And then, of course, we lost another one of the greats, so we're going to pay him a little homage tonight.
Norm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Norm.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my friend, guys. It's they call us the Breeze. We got plenty more shows, so don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a minute, guys. Ryan, what do you say?
I'm happy to have my brother Adam
Yeah,
here.
that's right, brother Adam. What do you say?
that's damn good to be here.
All right, Cowboy Mike, what do you got, bud?
Yeehaw.
That's right, guys. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Son, I got my grandson. Can you hear that?
Guys, welcome back. It is They Call Us the Breeze. That is Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Every Thursday night live from the Tiger Cage. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you want to check us out on YouTube. And then also go to the podcast every Monday. Listen to the podcast anywhere you listen to podcasts. We have brother Adam here tonight. Very excited to have him. He's going to do a little interview session here. We're going to pick his brain just after some birthdays.
That should take a long time.
Well,
Yeah,
we're just
right.
almost got the lie detector set up, so
Yeah. So, guys, this is segment 2. You know what that means. It's time to play a little bit of celebrity birthdays. Dad, I don't know if you heard this last week, but we got a new intro. Let's do it.
Oh, I did.
There's no birthday party for you here.
All right. So, the way we're going to do birthdays tonight, a little different because we have brother Adam in the studio. Dad and Ryan, they are tied right now. They're each 19 to 19. It's a heavy tie, even though Benson whooped Ryan's monkey ass
he
last
did in
week,
some
dude.
street hoops. But you know
Oh.
what? Hey, new day, bro. It don't matter, man.
Yeah.
I only play him once a year. I
Yeah.
only play him
Yeah.
once a year,
It's
unless I
true.
see him back in the bowl.
It's true. So, with the benefit of having Adam here tonight, I'm going to give these guys each a pass 2 times where they can select brother Adam, and he can sub in and answer for them. Of course, obviously, you can't choose them on the same
One
round.
time each. One time each,
No,
right?
You each
No,
get,
two
you each get
times.
2 cards out of 5. You can use them twice.
Get to use a mulligan on one on each
Yeah,
9.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right.
So celebrity birthdays.
No putts though. You can't use the mulligan for putts. Just approach shots, anything back.
Absolutely. Yeah, Ryan's got it. Well, the very first birthday, Ryan, once again, please no cheating. Very first birthday we've got for you out there tonight.
I don't know why I come off like a cheater, man. I mean, it's just
It's Mr. Nick Jonas.
one of the
Mr.
Jonas brothers.
Nick Jonas.
Huh. Way to go. I mean, do you want to do an intro for him? Better than Clapton, writes songs better and produces songs better than Rick Rubin.
He's part of the Jonas Brothers. He's part of the Jonas Brothers.
I'd say he's about 32 years old.
Dad
I'd
says-
say 20. Yeah, 32 we'll go with.
Dad says 32. Ryan, what do you say?
I say I'm gonna do a street shout out already. I'm gonna get him involved, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
You can't be cheating and looking at his damn...
Adam.
I'm just trying to see a picture of the guy.
Oh, okay.
Adam, Nick Jonas, what do you think?
I say 35.
Adam says 35 for Ryan. Dad, what do you say? 32?
32.
Dad is actually going to go ahead. Dad's going to get it. He's actually 29
Just
years
bad.
old.
See, I was going to say
I think it
28, but I
bad
was like,
luck,
well...
dude.
Yeah, he is. He's just
He doesn't
29.
look
He's
old.
still a young. He's still a young man.
They're a fairly young band, right?
Well,
Still kind of in a
The
way.
Jonas Brothers. Yeah,
Yeah.
they. I mean, I don't know if they do any shit anymore.
Brother
but
Adam, you are cut. I'm sorry. Clean out your locker.
I
You're
never said
done,
I was
buddy.
good at this.
You have been
Never
traded.
said
You
it.
are done.
You have been traded for James.
All right. Well, the second birthday we have up tonight, the lovely, the talented, one of my favorite females in comedy.
Tyler.
Just 100%. Probably one of my favorite people in comedy.
Amy Poehler.
Dolly Parton.
Mrs.
Amy
Amy Poehler.
I should get points for
Parks and
that.
Recreation. I'm going to guess she's probably about 48 years old.
Dad says 48. Ryan.
I'm going
what
to go
do you
43 years old.
say? Dad is going to get it.
Are you
She is-
kidding me?
She's actually just 50 today. Amy Poehler.
Come on.
Oh, wow.
Well, some of those people you got to realize they don't really get those kind of gigs until
Well, yeah,
they're
dude, like
in
you
their
know
30s,
exactly
you know?
who the Amy Poehler is.
The first time I ever saw Amy
Well, I
Poehler.
know Parks and Recreation,
Oh,
but
yeah,
I just
well,
know
You're right.
that
You're right.
recording artists,
I'm salty over here.
other
I'm
than
just a little
somebody like
salty.
Leanne Rimes or Carrie Underwood that won American Idol or whatever. Some of these guys take 10 years to establish herself, and then
I will say, when I first discovered Amy Poehler, she was in a show called Upright Citizen Brigade. Used to play around the same time as South Park on Comedy Central
50?
Yeah.
when I was in middle school. So literally, I was how old in middle school?
Yeah.
12,
so
13.
she was 50. She turned 50.
So about 22 years ago, she kind of came into my peripheral. You know what I mean? And
Sorry,
yeah.
Amy, I let you down.
Amy.
well, and I just use that.
Amy,
guess
we
as
love you,
10
girl.
10 to
50 years
15,
old?
20 years to establish yourself.
All right. So Dad's 2 in a row now.
I'm
All
whooping
right.
his ass.
That's right. All right. So
Maybe you should ask me for a lifeline so we can even up the score.
Yeah, right. He's going to get the double.
that's a damn good point. Third birthday we have is Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke. All right, so he was in the Boxer, was it?
Yeah, so
Or the Wrestler.
He was in the
The
Wrestler.
Wrestler.
He was in the first Expendables. He's been in and out of movies for.
I'm going to guess
40.
67.
Dad's gonna get 67.
Well, I'm gonna have to defer again to Adam. I mean, he was coming in hot with some
yeah,
facts.
Adam, thank you for that because you knew more about Mickey Rourke than I did. I
Yes.
appreciate your
So
help.
he
on
started.
that.
I'll say
He
60.
actually
No,
started
you,
off
you
as a
can't. You
boxer.
said 67.
No,
right?
he
Yeah,
actually
I'll
was
stay
a
with
boxer.
Yeah, he was a
67.
boxer. Then he did the acting thing for a while, and then he came back and he was a boxer a little bit more. And now he's back to acting. So I mean,
So
would you
Dad
say?
says 67. What do you say for Ryan?
I'm
You're
gonna
a
say.
wuss if you say 66.
I'm gonna
or
say
68.
no. I'm gonna say 69.
Yes, sir. Yes. give me
Adam
that.
gets the double bubble.
Yes, baby! Dude!
I prepared this clip especially for it.
69, dude!
Yeah,
Yes,
dude.
dude.
Yeah, man.
Looking at his face.
Come here.
I mean,
Yeah, man. Ryan just got a double bubble for using Adam. All right, so that ties the game up. Only
But I'm
on the
out. I'm
third-
out. I'm out of my
whoa,
mulligans.
whoa. How's he get 2 for
Ooh, I
using
did.
help?
Because it was
Double
a
bubble.
double bubble.
That's
It was
bullshit.
on
No, if
the
you guess
dot.
it on the
Gets it
dot.
on the head.
Oh, for being right on the money. Yeah. I thought you were saying because he used Adam,
Hey.
and I was like, You should get half for
You know what I just did, Dad?
Totally redeemed yourself.
So technically, it's Mike's fault because I
technically-
was going to do
so-
68, and he's like, "I swear to God, if you do 68," I'm like, "All right, 69."
Yes, sir.
You're on the you're back on the practice squad.
Man, hell of a mulligan used by me.
All right,
Thank
so
you.
they're tied 2-2. That puts them 21-21 for the whole series. Next birthday up, guys. Miss Molly Shannon, the lovely, the talented, super funny. She was on Saturday Night Live, Dad. Definitely during the Will Ferrell era when everything was really
Dana Carvey.
no, that a little
after
later
that-
than all
after
that.
that.
Yeah. But yeah, so Molly Shannon, she was amazing in Wet Hot American Summer. A very happy birthday goes out to Miss Molly Shannon.
Let's see. Will Ferrell's
There's literally
time.
hundreds of markers, and there's only
Let's say-
one
Gail,
brand.
Gail,
I don't need you undermining me.
Let's say 46.
Dad says 46.
I'm gonna go 55.
Ryan's gonna get it. She is 57.
Oh,
Wow.
I was gonna go 58.
But thank you, Dad. I'm sure she appreciates the
Yeah, I'm sure
compliment.
she does.
Yeah, absolutely.
Superstar.
So funny. Yeah. Sometimes when I place my fingers
get
under
nervous
my
and I
arms
put my
like this,
fingers
and then I
snip
snip them like this.
There are
It's-
two
it's
ways to
bad.
jump into a pool. One is to feel it out with your toes.
Hey kid, your birthmark looks
Mary
like
Catherine
shit.
Gallagher. Yeah, dude, with a Kenny.
Your birthmark looks like
just like
shit.
revving his motorcycle the whole time.
By the way, out there in listener land, obviously this is our brother Adam,
Because
and
he gets it.
me and Adam obviously grew up watching movies together, so he can quote just along with the best of us. I'll tell you that. All right, very last birthday we have. So Ryan
That's
is
right.
just
They're steering clear of the Clint Eastwood and the.
Ryan
Those
is
kind of
1
shows.
point in the lead. The very last birthday we have for the night. Dad could tie up the series here. You guys took us to see him at Ruth Eckerd Hall. He blew my fucking mind. His name is Mr. David Copperfield.
Yeah, he's been around a while. I'm gonna say he's got to be 72.
72?
No, I'll say 60. No, I'll say 68 years old.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, 68.
68. All right, Ryan,
I'm
what do you
dinging
got?
it in.
All right, Ryan. Dad says he's 68 years old. What do you got?
Well, I know that Jean-Claude Van Damme is 55, so that can't be it.
What's he got
We're
to do with
gonna
David
need an
Magic?
answer, Ryan. We're gonna need an answer.
D, 72, lock it in.
72. Ryan, Dad said 68. Dad's gonna get it. He is 65 years young today. A very happy birthday to you, Mr. David
I
Copperfield.
started to say 72.
All right,
but I
so
was
that
like,
goes
nah, it
ahead.
can't
That
be
puts
one.
you guys tied, man, for the series.
Thank you, brother Adam. Yeah, I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah, he definitely saved your ass.
Good at guessing every now and again.
He did. But you saw David Copperfield at Ruth
Oh, yeah.
Eckerd Hall?
Oh yeah, Dad took us, and at the end of the show, it snowed in the auditorium. It was like feather or some shit, or like little foam or whatever.
Yeah,
Snowed?
yeah, it was the foam.
He's like,
He's
I
never
can bring
taken me
that-
to
I
it.
can bring the snow, and literally the whole place started.
Is that when
snowing.
Dad was
I don't
really
even
into
remember
magic?
that.
Yeah, that's when Dad. Remember, he used to have the series of capes. He had my
Yeah.
favorite. He had the purple one with the little half moons on it, and then he had the dark satin blue. That was a cool one. Then he got the camo one, which is like he wanted to go out into the woods and perform up close street magic for animals.
Yeah.
Remember when he was doing that?
And then he did the things where he would throw like little smoke bombs from the trees, like the grandpa from Three Ninjas. It was
rabbits.
really weird. He was mixing a lot of movies around at the
And
time.
instead of a top hat, he wore his cowboy hat.
Yeah.
So it was like-
kind of
Yeah.
weird.
And the
was
rabbits
interesting.
did not appreciate all the lucky rabbit's paw tricks. That's 100.
yeah.
He's like, tough crowd out there with the rabbits.
You know what I got? Skateboard ramps, and you guys got David.
Oh, I told the
David
rabbits, I said, this
Copperfield at
rabbit's
Ruth
foot.
Eckerd.
This
Actually,
rabbit's foot's good luck, and they're like, not for the rabbit it came from.
yeah, no shit.
we had hockey
call.
sticks that Dad would make
Dad
and we
jokes.
would break. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He'd spend like at least 2 or 3 days making
He
these.
did. I
hockey
forgot
sticks,
about that.
Right, and we would
Oh,
go
man.
out and we would
Because he's
break
like, I
them
could do
within
this.
the
I'm not going to
Break 'em.
Jumbo.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I'm not going to Jumbo Sports anymore for these people on
Yeah, he
49th
was-
Street.
he
Shout out
was-
Jumbo.
I
So
forgot all
mad.
about that, dude. He totally he built
Yeah.
our first hockey sticks.
Yeah.
You'd be like, you have to let them set because they'd be in the vice grips or they'd be in that
Yeah.
thing all night. You have to let it set, and you're like, can we undo it? And you're like, nope, gotta let it set.
Eric, you got to let the damn glue dry.
Yeah, and us,
Thing sucks.
Yeah, we definitely. As soon as we could like get our hands on them, we broke them so we can get an actual stick. And
Yeah.
like, I'm
Yeah.
not building those
Piece of shit.
son of a bitches anymore.
Mom, can you take us to second play it again,
Well,
sport?
thanks for that memory, dude. Like I said, guys, we have brother Adam in the Tiger Cage tonight, and for those of you out there in listener land who might not have heard, episode 5, I believe it was the quarantine episode. You can check back on that episode and every other episode anywhere you listen to podcasts. But episode 5 in particular, we did the quarantine episode. We did a little bit of greatest hits, and we had a phone conversation with brother Adam from the preseason, so we decided to leak that, and it was all about Chris's sausages, so that's why we were talking about having those tonight for the first time. We're very excited.
Very excited.
But, we always promised we'd have Adam back on the show once we were doing the show, and then lucky enough, he's in town today, so, we'd actually get to have him here in the Tiger Cage.
As well as our programmer, James.
That's right, and we've booth monitor, James, and
Shout out.
like I was saying, Adam's in the Navy. You guys probably know that if you've been listening to the show. If you don't,
Yeah, he's my favorite seaman.
yeah,
Literally. Literally.
double
He's
meaning
literally
there.
my favorite seaman.
So, like, I
we're
mean,
going there.
I know you can't talk about it's a lot of top secret stuff out there that you do, but like, what's a day in the life of being on the ship? I mean, are there different days where this day is completely one thing, or
No,
there's
he can
this
talk about
day
classified stuff. You can go ahead and talk about
I
classified
mean,
stuff.
I'm here
if you
for it.
want
I'm
to.
definitely here for it.
Yeah, how are you going to get in trouble? Biden's in office.
Yeah, it's not good. No one listened to this podcast anyways, dude. You can talk about
Yeah, it's
anything
like-
you want.
So
It's fucking high and inside. You can't
Dude,
say
whatever
that
you got.
on radio. Nobody's listening to the ball game
Yeah,
anyway.
doesn't matter.
So I'm on shore duty now, which means I get the time to go ahead and fix myself up.
I didn't know
the
if that was like
boys-
a COVID
So you're laying on the
operation
beach
just
in
to
a
like,
lounge chair? Is that what
just
shore
to
duty
watch
is?
Pauly Shore, like you're on shore operations.
duty.
Yeah,
like, look,
shore
this
duty.
guy.
Yeah.
All right.
So basically, what it is I did 6.5 years on sea duty, and then you get 3 years ashore, and then you go back to sea, and you just flop between the two. And the shore duty is usually for like getting any schooling done, getting yourself, corrected after a
Recharge.
injury, recharging, allow you time to spend time with your family and stuff like that. So last September, I had a spinal fusion with my L5 and S1.
This
Playing a lot of golf, have
This
we?
is
Yeah.
spinal fusion.
Yeah. So
You got the Tiger Woods treatment.
yeah. That's what the doc's like. He's like, yeah, man, Tiger Woods got the same thing. I'm
Somebody's
Damn,
bumping.
that's
Somebody's bumping the stand.
like, oh, I
Stop
think
bumping the stand.
So I got that last September. Funny story. Fell down a ladder well. Ended up fracturing my lower back. Didn't know it was fractured. And then
Sounds
I-
like
Fractured
Adam.
the new spine. Wait, the new spine?
No. This is
The old
like
spine.
years ago. So I didn't know what was up with it, and I started having sciatic nerve pain. And we went through all this other crap, and the dude's like, "All right, listen, we've tried everything else. The last thing is the surgery."
you know that?
So we did the surgery, and like day before, or the weekend before I was supposed to get this surgery done, like with the COVID stuff, you have to get tested. So I'm like, all right, I'll go in, do all the
And it
testing.
ain't gonna be the rapid test either.
No. So they're like, you got to go in and you got to get this stuff done. And so I'm like, all right, cool. So I went in the lab center and they're like, oh yeah, we just do blood here. I'm like, all right, cool. So drew the blood, no big issues. I was like, sweet, I don't have to do the nasal swab. And then they call me like later on that day. They're like, yeah, you didn't get your testing done. I was just like, well, the chick at the place said,
No, we're gonna have to stick the thing in your nose. Sorry.
So third time I got it done, which was amazing. Not really, but so got that done. Then the day before I was supposed to get the surgery, we were fixing something on the ship. So like the whole entire division were out there working until I think it was like 9:30 at night, and I still had an hour drive home.
You guys putting in some solar?
Yeah,
Solar panels?
Solar panels. Yeah. So
On the ship? So
basically,
the ship would sail?
we had to fix some of our flight deck frame nets because we were doing flight quarters later on Friday when we got underway. So we're out there working it, and my wife's like, "Hey, when are you getting home?" I was like, "I don't know. Probably. I can't talk to when I'm getting off today." She's like, "You're having back surgery at 0600 tomorrow." I'm like,
6 a.m.
6 a.m. for the civilian people. Yeah.
Say it's your birthday.
That's right. Say
Dude,
it.
give me another point.
Yeah.
I should be off by then.
So like I'm sitting there and I'm like working. And she's like getting mad. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna sleep tomorrow when they put me under. So I'm not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'll
You won't sleep
I'll
when you're dead. You'll sleep when you
I'll
get
sleep
put
on the
under.
table.
yeah, they'll knock me out. It'll be cool. So we get that done, and then I go in. I get my surgery done. As soon as I get out of surgery, I get on my cell phone and I start texting work. And Kiri's like, "Dude, you literally just had back surgery. Why don't you go ahead and like leave it alone?" And she's like,
Were you
I don't
tweeting?
understand. Oh yeah, I was all about the Twitters.
Yeah.
No, I was just texting a guy, and he's just like, "Yeah, we got everything going. This, that, and the other, yada yada yada." So I was like, "All right, cool." So after that, they kind of like treated me with kid gloves because I was due to transfer anyways, and like since I literally just had a back surgery, they're like, "Well, we're not going to make you do anything strenuous because if you screw your back up on the ship that you're probably not even supposed to be on,
Yeah.
it might be an issue." So
This is
Oh, you weren't even supposed to be on that ship? Would you
So-
just walk on?
yeah, I was just like
They don't check your.
so
It's not like the Titanic.
I'm the breeze, so
Yeah,
I just
man.
do what I want.
Yeah.
You breeze
No,
right
so
on through
That's
the
right, baby.
He's another
So-
one of the breeze.
breeze right on past the guy with the
He
AK-47
did that
and
thing
went
where
on the
like
ship.
he held a ladder, someone else held a ladder, and they just like let him in, no problem. They're like, well,
Yeah.
he's got to be fixing some shit.
Yeah, so I went back to the ship and I did mainly administrative stuff until I transferred, and then I went up to Virginia, and that's where I've been, and I basically lead the guys in the weight testing for all the cranes and the booms and this, that, and the other that has to get weight tested, and then I go to the gym a lot. That's it.
Okay.
That does sound good.
How many kills?
How many kills? I can't talk about that right
Damn it! Damn it! Yeah, I know. Well, we'll
you
get it
did,
out of
you
you.
did kill that one floating thing
That
out in the middle of
squirrel,
the ocean.
I hit it pretty hard, and it was limping along.
Pretty sure
I'm
it died right after that.
Pretty sure it
after
died right after that.
How you got that shell right there? You were shooting at crates out in the middle of the.
I have a question though. Like when you say like Kiri calls you and she's like, "Are you going to be home soon?" Is it that the ship just kind of drops the boys off as that goes
No,
in?
so-
like
so-
you know, like
like a
it's like
bus
you're
stop.
yeah, it's like you're
different
all right.
little
Here you go,
ports.
bro.
Different
You're
little ports.
We all have our backpacks and
Yeah,
lunch
yeah.
Let me
pails.
get up to
Yes.
this dock. Hold on.
No,
Hold on.
Yeah,
Where
that's
did
like-
I park my car?
shit.
Let me park
You're
the
like,
ship.
hang on, we got to go back, and they're like, all right.
So yeah, they just
Damn it.
pull up to a dock and they got this rolling thing, and you just have to run down the scaffolding real quick and hope you don't miss the pier.
Don't fucking hit your head on something and drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no,
Dennis Wilson, rest in peace.
we roll out, and then my senior chief, he was going on leave at the time, so his wife was calling him, and she's like, "You understand we're supposed to be leaving right now?" He's like, "Listen, I
called
might have to
leave.
meet you up there," and she's like, not the happiest person.
Not gonna do that.
But yeah, military life, gotta love it.
So
Yeah.
now you have like a robotic back.
So I have 4 screws, 2 plates, and basically a buffer between my L5 and S1, and that is not healed yet. What my doc was telling me earlier this week, I went for my
My uncle, my doc. I mean, my
Doc
Doc Brown.
So anything
my
like
uncle
your
Doc-
buffer
So you won't be
between
able to
your
get
ears?
into like Tropicana Field because their
Buffer
metal
between
your
detectors, their metal detectors are pretty
So
gnarly.
I am very curious to see what happens.
When you go through a metal detector for real,
Just like light that sumbitch up and
You
be
have-
like,
they're like,
hip replacement.
they're like, hang on, just get
You
naked,
have
please.
Some,
Can you get naked? And you're like,
you have some kind of
You're like,
buffer
"Oh."
between that headset, right?
What?
Yeah, he's gonna start picking up AM radio signals any minute.
Yeah.
So what was that movie? You can probably answer this. Adam of all people can answer this. What was that movie where they had that like magnet? They were like in a white room and there was like that magnet kind of lowered from the ceiling with a huge circle, and the person like is stuck there. It's like a fight that's going on between the protagonist and the antagonist.
It's not like Mortal Kombat.
And they get stuck to
Street
like
Fighter.
They flip on the magnet, and I guess somebody's
Sucks
wearing
them right
like
up?
metal armor. So would that happen to you? Like if we got you
I
in
don't
one
know.
of those
Oh, wait,
science
are you
rooms?
talking about-
I think
are
you're
you talking about
like
Jackass?
RoboCop, where they they were at a junkyard and he got pulled up onto the actual magnet.
Oh,
and he
like
couldn't move around.
There's that one, and then there's the movie Jackass.
So,
Jackass, they go out, and then the dude's walking with all the metal, and then he comes up,
Where they
picks
have the
him up
crane.
real quick.
So is that
Dave
you?
England?
I mean, do you have dangers of
So-
being part of Jackass stunts on accident while you're walking past a junkyard?
This is a good
Well,
question.
I'm technically a walking accident waiting to happen. But
We
other
already know,
than
we know that.
that,
Do you-
I think I have titanium in me. And
That should be
How are you-
non-magnetic.
Yeah, I don't think that's. I think that's non-magnetic.
Like
How do you do with
aluminum.
escalators now that you have this?
We're still
Pretty
not
good?
a fan.
Okay.
Better than he did
Fair
when
enough.
he was like 5 years old
Touchy
and got his
subject.
ass pinched by one.
Yeah, Adam got
Touchy
his ass
subject.
chewed by the end of an escalator.
That kid is back
This is
on the
criminal.
escalator.
Yep, every
again.
time
This
we
is
watched
criminal.
this happened to Adam at a very early age, but then Adam and I discovered Mallrats and Clerks at a later age, but a very early age. We were ahead of it. So we're watching. Yeah, so every time we'd always look at each other and laugh during the escalator part.
Not a
Guys,
year goes by, not a year that I don't hear about some
some
Goddamn
bastard
kid.
Getting your
kid.
ass pinched by the escalator.
That's it. Guys, this is They Call Us the Breeze. We have plenty more show coming up for you, so don't go anywhere. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. We'll be right back. Ryan, what do you say?
It's clear on the 101, so you guys are going to have a great night.
Good for you, 101. Probably no rain over there. Adam, what do you got?
Till later on they're citizens all the time. I don't
Well,
Sail
there you
away,
go.
sail
Yeah, I got
away.
you.
Sail away. All right, guys, we'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. Bye. Guys, welcome back. It is They Call Us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Every Thursday night live from the Tiger Cage in beautiful, sunny St. Petersburg, Florida. Like I said, we have Brother Adam here tonight in studio. We've been having some fun. We hope you guys are having as much fun out there as we are tonight. Got plenty of show left for you. We're at the halftime mark.
Listener land.
Yeah, we definitely have some listeners submitted emails for the Go Ask Your Dad segment tonight. So we're going to get back. They've been holding the mailbag. They have to hold their tongues every week that Dad's not here. And they're getting pretty,
I had
they
to
get
actually
pretty
go to the.
angry,
I had to
honestly.
go to the. Yeah, I had to go to the post office.
Yeah.
They're like, what? There was a red velvet bag,
Yep.
and they're like,
I told
it
Ryan,
was like
go
Santa
down,
Claus.
yeah.
Actually, this kind
Ryan,
of
go down and check the P.O. box. And he's like, it's not in the P.O. box. It's just a note. It says C cashier. So Ryan walks up to
Yeah.
the fucking, and there
To
it
the
is.
C
It
aisle.
said C
C
Publix,
cashier.
and I was like,
Why
went
can't
into
I go
Publix.
to the B cashier?
Yeah.
There's less line.
see what you did there.
Please shut up. Please shut up.
Sorry, that might be the only time I get to use it tonight. You're on very good behavior.
Yeah,
tonight.
absolutely.
very good
Was it
behavior.
because you have a Seaman next to you?
I think, yeah. He's
Probably is.
falling in
He's
line.
This is my favorite seaman right here.
Oh, joy.
God,
Oh, joy.
if I
Yeah, there it is.
That does sound good.
Yeah. So, guys, a little thing. My buddy Sid, she mentioned, she's like, if you could, and it blew my fucking mind. We were out drinking. She's like, if you could go back in time and see yourself doing anything, like one memory, what would it be? And I was like, holy shit, can I steal that for the podcast? And she's like, yeah, go right ahead. And that's why I like to go out and hang out at the bars and hang out with my friends. You never know what kind of inspirato you're going to get. Rocket juice. So we went around the room. I told everybody, try to think of it. We're going to see if Dad ends up having one. Adam's here. He's got one. Ryan's got one possibly related
and
to
go
it.
ahead and
The fly on the wall
declassify
memory.
some information. Stop being such a pussy. Okay.
Yeah, right. Give us something juicy.
Give me a hot take.
give me
Give me a hot take that I
something
can
about-
run with the papers with, man.
Give me
You
s-
will make me a millionaire if you could do that. Okay.
Papers, 35 cents.
Give me something dirty about. Never mind. All right, guys. So,
Like the album, Nevermind. It's not a dirty album.
No,
except
no,
for
no.
the kid.
well, my idea of a memory, like the first thing I thought of was like, oh God, I'd love to go back and watch how awkward it was the first time I ever got laid. Like that was the
Yeah.
that was the first thing that popped into my head. Like 100%. Like I that's got to be the most awkward fly on the wall situation. I would have loved to have seen that, but it did have a good soundtrack.
Saves the day.
Saves the day.
Stay what you are.
Can't slow down.
Can't slow down.
slow
yeah. Okay.
down.
So you're done
And it was,
the tracks, if you don't get me wrong, are only probably 2.5 minutes
Yeah.
long. So you probably only got through half the first track.
yeah, half the first track, yeah.
probably,
And
yeah.
and then later on that night, we went and saw Saves the Day, and Ryan got on stage with Saves the Day that night. So it was pretty banger
That
of a
is
day.
full
remember that.
circle.
Yeah, that
That's
was the day
full
I got
circle.
laid. Yeah, that was the
Yeah.
day earlier that day.
Wow.
I gotta say though, that fly must have many a story because that was the first room that I got.
I did write a song in high school called "If These Walls Could Talk," which was, I'm sure there wasn't a whole lot they would say, but they might have said some stuff.
And then Pete Edmondson too, man. There was some good.
I saw that.
There's.
What?
I saw that, Adam.
I didn't say anything.
I remember one night I was with Cletus and you had to sneak out to go meet Allie, and I just was hanging out with Cletus for like hours, dude. And I just started talking about just random stuff, and he's like, it was straight up like Cletus was probably ready to get like zonk out, and I just kept asking him questions because I'm 11 years old, and he's trying to cover for you the whole time, and I was just like, so what kind of? And he's probably just like,
I can't.
we
do this
probably had
anymore,
one of the
kid.
best conversations.
But
in my
aside
whole
from
life.
getting laid for the first time, I would probably choose. I don't know the time. Not the first time. No offense to anyone. The first time was that we won the high school talent show with the Gaslight Edition.
Oh, yeah?
First time was an original song. Love the song.
typical Jeremy going two memories.
Song,
right?
song was written for Mom, but the second time we won was when we covered "Last Night" by the Strokes.
Oh, and Dave
And
turned
Dave
around.
Wachowski was there, and honestly, I love that song, and I would have just loved to be on the a fly on the
Dude,
wall.
that was
to watch
so,
that.
like-
Gotta love Dave.
That you probably played Starshine 4 or 5 times.
4
I
times,
think
yeah.
I think that
I only
last
I
night,
only went to high school 4 years.
No Homo was the sexiest.
No homo.
It
Was
good.
the sexiest.
Yeah,
set.
All right, so
Yeah,
Ryan, what do
yeah,
you got?
yeah.
If you had to choose a memory to go
This
back
actually
on,
involves Adam because I was at a lock-in skate park and I broke my wrist and
Oh,
I
Jesus.
freaked the fuck out.
wait, I don't
buddy.
think I've heard this story.
Oh yeah. it was
So
like-
so this was like, and it ties in right because I had a little bit of listeners out there. I went to a mini park, and then I got a little bit of alcohol in me, and then I went to the
How old?
How old?
8th grade. What is that? 14,
12 or no 14.
13, 14 or
You
something.
let
like
your
that.
brother in the 8th grade?
I didn't.
Adam was
I
too
didn't-
busy working.
I was at the house being.
But anyways,
a
so
good child.
It ties into the end. So I'm
But
at.
then again, you're the one that hid him in the closets when you talked to him.
Shit, that's all I
That's
do
true.
is get him in the closet, get him in the closet. So I'm at Central Skate Park, and we do a lock-in skateboarding thing. So Mom drops me off at 7:00 p.m., and then we're supposed to be picked up at like 6:30 a.m. So it's a lock-in at the skate park. I would say I got
And Mom is real excited to wake up at fucking 5:30 in
Yeah,
the
to
morning
go
to
pick
drive
up-
out to Seminole.
to pick up some sweaty kids. They're just buzzing, ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, but so I'm in the, not even an hour and a half in, I bail on a trick. I get back on the board and I slip out and I hit and I fall on my wrist. My whole
Wow,
body
that
weight,
is really hard.
160 pounds falls on my wrist. So I get up, I look at it, and I hold my arm, and it's literally like a noodle. It's a noodle, and I look up at my buddy Kenny, and I go, "Oh shit!" And he goes, "Oh shit!" And I go, "Yep." And I go into the skate park where you go check in, and I go, "Uh-oh!" And the guy goes, "Son of a bitch, man!" The guy that was working the whole, "Son of a bitch, wait here. I'm gonna call.
Holy shit!
I'm gonna call the paramedics."
Tylenol?
So he calls the paramedics.
Tylenol? Is that what he
He
said?
calls the paramedics, and Mom goes,
of
"Absolutely,
them.
do not get in that paramedic." She goes, "That's gonna be a $4,000 or $5,000 bill."
Oh, yeah,
do
that's the most
not do that.
expensive
She
Uber
goes,
ride you'll
"I'm
ever
gonna be
take."
up there. I'm taking Adam. We're gonna bring you down to All Children's or whatever Bayfront."
Yeah.
So I get in there. So this whole wrist is crushed. So they have to pull it out to set it. And then the funny thing is, the doctor, he put the IVs in me, and he looks at Mom and he goes, "I recognize you." And she goes, "What?" And he goes, "You were in here about 4 or 5 months ago with him, and we're putting IVs in the same arm." And I go, and Mom goes, "That is not
mind,
funny,"
just
because
leave.
it was the alcohol poisoning. And he goes,
No.
"Ooh, too soon." And I was like, "Son of a bitch."
Yakov Smirnoff over here, man.
No doubt. That's mine. That's mine, guys.
Oh.
All right, Adam, what do you got, man? You could watch one
So-
thing happen to you.
It was.
But you remember that, right?
Oh yeah.
See, I'd never heard that story.
Dude,
That's
it was
awesome.
a noodle.
So,
Like, you're
literally-
probably too busy partying in fucking Orlando.
I was like ready to go to sleep, and Mom comes in and she's like, "Get up, get dressed. We're going to pick up Ryan. He's got to go to the hospital."
Yes.
Fucking thing sucks.
I'm like, "All right, I'll be your road dog. Let's
You
go."
know,
Dude, all my boys are like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like talking to him through the cage. I'm like, "I think I'm okay." This shit is like a noodle, dude. And they're like, oh.
Good night, sweet prince.
Yeah.
From La Jolla.
Hill 64.
Good night, sweet prince.
All right, Adam.
So yeah, the one, it was like super awkward, and I didn't know. So we went out. It was James's birthday. We went to Disneyland.
Disneyland. Where you want to go, man? Where are you going?
Disneyland. So we go out to Disneyland with me and Kiri and everything, and James, and it was his birthday. And
Now, not Disneyland, right?
no,
Disney World.
Disney World. Let's specify here.
Yeah,
Okay.
so-
Wait, what's better? Okay, hang on.
Disneyland is just one fucking
But
park.
Disney World is way better.
It's like
Oh,
a
yeah.
world.
All right.
It's a, yeah,
Anyway.
it's a lot of stuff. So basically, what I was planning on doing was proposing to Kiri that night, right? So we drive down there and everything, and James.
What,
keeps-
Jaws popped out of the water?
I was thinking about it, but that would have been awesome. But she's like, "No, we got to go to Disney." I was like, "All right, cool."
Of
whatever."
course.
So,
Disney freak over there.
Yeah, she
Kiri.
loves Disney.
Yeah.
So we're driving up and everything, and James keeps asking about this red ring. He's like, "Hey, did you get the red ring?" Well, at the time, me and Kiri lived together with James. So
You're like, he must be mixed up about some Lord of the Rings back there. I don't know what he's talking about.
luckily, what had happened was earlier that week, she had bought ring pops for
Okay.
her and James, right? So he kept asking about this red ring, and I'm like, I don't know. I think he's talking about the red, the ring pops, and she's like, "Oh yeah, honey, I got my red ring." So this fucker almost blows it for me. He almost blows it for me, and then we go to the parks and everything, and she's like, "Oh, we're gonna
Is this
go."
pre or post Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
Oh, this is definitely afterwards.
All right.
So we
Trying to get that's a timeline in my head.
yeah. So we go to the pool and everything, and I got the ring in my pocket, and I was just like super nervous. I had to start drinking just for that liquid courage.
I drank during my wedding. So
yeah,
you know.
yeah, absolutely. You were smashed.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
Shit ass.
dude, you were like,
think I
God,
do.
dude, you were.
What was the question?
Yeah, you're gone.
So-
I think
Anyways,
I do.
We're walking back to the room and everything, and we're trying to figure it. I'm like, when am I supposed to do that? I was super friggin' nervous and everything, and then I was like, wait a minute, stop. And she's like, what? I'm like, so she's facing away from me, so I wrapped my arms around her and I opened the ring box, and I was like, what would you say if I asked you to marry me? And she didn't say anything. So she's like, she didn't say anything.
when you wish
Yeah.
upon a star, makes no difference.
Where you are.
Yep. So she doesn't
Yes.
say
Not in
anything.
this crowd. It
For
don't
like-
make a
So
difference.
your fly on the wall has flown through several different rooms at this point.
Especially
It's
through
like
Disney
all
too,
over the
right?
place.
Following you all day. Yeah.
So I'm
This
like,
fly's like, God damn, I'm gonna get hit for parking. I know it.
I got to get out there. The meter's running.
yeah, the meter is running. All right. So I'm like, she doesn't say anything for the first like 5 seconds, which felt like 5 hours. So I'm like, oh
Of
my
course.
God, this is bad.
It's
I was
going
like,
bad.
So
You're
Abort mission.
yeah, I was like,
You're on your knee and you look at the mini
I
mini
didn't-
fridge and you're in the mini bar. You're like, how long is it gonna take?
So I was like, well, we can go back to the bar if you want to. And she she turned around and said yes and everything like that. So that was fantastic. But it was just like that super awkward. Like he almost gave up the surprise and everything. And then I was like working up to it, and I'm like,
We
dude,
ruined the good surprise on you.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, damn it.
Well, that's a great one, dude. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
dude,
Good
way
pick.
to trump mine. Mine
Yeah,
was
man.
about alcohol poisoning and breaking
shit.
my wrist, and you come in with a freaking proposal.
Mine were very just what do you call it? Not self-indulgent, narcissistic. Just wanting to watch myself have sex and
That's-
then
that's
watch
par for the
myself
course.
win a talent show.
Dad,
Wow.
anything triggered?
Yeah.
No, the only thing I can think of is like,
A flycatcher. I don't know.
when I was in high school, they had this
You got kicked
talent
by
show, and I Every home, for some reason, every home.
You're gonna trump Jeremy's story with the talent show
No,
right
every
now.
home, every home.
Coming?
What do you call it? No,
Homecoming?
Homecoming.
Homes.
Yeah, not home
In the
school.
morning when you get in the school.
Homeroom.
Homeroom. You had to
Homeroom.
come up with some kind of talent thing or
I
something.
hate homerooms.
This guy named Bobby.
Bobby Flay.
No, Bobby
Fletcher.
I can't remember his name.
I was gonna go Fletcher.
I can't remember his last
Bledsoe
name. but
County, Bobby
he's some
Flay.
redheaded kid, and they were from Chicago or something. He had brothers
Bobby.
that.
Bledsoe County High School.
Yep, and he's like,
Did the
Hey,
mural on the.
and they're like, and the teacher's like, and our homecoming teacher was the Spanish teacher, and she's like, but she's, she spoke English and everything like that. Fine. Actually took Spanish that year, but she passed away, and we pissed off the rest of the year. But she was like, "Who's going to
Bushford.
volunteer to do our talent show?" And this Bobby. I keep saying his name.
We can just move past
It'll
it.
come
We don't-
back.
Yeah, we
It's
don't
like,
have to. Yeah.
I can
Bobby's-
play the drums. Can you play a guitar? I heard you could play a guitar. I said, yeah. He goes, why don't we do a song at homecoming and talent show? I was like, all right. So we never practiced together. He couldn't play
What
the fucking
instrument
drums.
did Bobby want to play?
Well,
Drums.
he played a
Drums.
snare and a hi-hat, and but he
Okay.
couldn't play.
So
it's
you went sight
basically-
unseen, and you went
Like,
out for this.
meaning couldn't even keep a beat?
Well, he probably kept a kind of beat, but he was supposed to keep
Kept
a
a
beat
kind of
with.
beat.
So no, then if it's a kind of beat, it's not a beat.
and
Yeah,
I was like,
Just like me, I can't carry a tune with a bucket.
you're like an amputee. Can't hold a
so I
note. Can't
basically
carry a
played.
tune.
That's right.
I basically played what do you call that?
The sitar.
Do 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 do.
Just a
Like
little
a little
blues
catwalk,
walk. Just
you
a little
know,
blues
like-
walk.
Huh?
Just a little blues
Yeah,
walk.
just
Yeah,
walk.
just and basically on the there's a
12
name
bar.
for the song, but I played that, and then funny thing was, I was nervous as hell, so I would have been like, it'd have been cool to be sitting in the stands to be like,
Just to watch your face.
Just to see
just
if
to
I-
see, watch
because
your
I'm looking at him and I'm
mannerisms,
like,
yeah.
I'm carrying this whole thing because
Well, okay.
Bobby-
if you were in the stands, what would
What
you?
advice
what,
would you
what,
give
if
you?
you were if you were in? Yeah, if you
I would
were.
have said, get yourself.
I was
a
about
better
to say, if
drummer.
you're in the stands with your buddies and you tap to them,
I'd
what
have
would you
said,
say?
Get yourself a better drummer.
Yeah.
Now the funny,
You're like
and,
that
and,
Mike
and
dude.
another thing I would have if I was a fly on the wall, like about, I think it was the next year, Randy and Greg started high school. I think it was my junior year. I think they were freshmen, and everybody at Bledsoe County High School knew that we played guitars and stuff like that. So, and they always for homecoming, they always try to raise money, and they come up to Randy and they're like,
I'm a
and
mathlete,
I
not
would
an
have liked
athlete.
to seen how this looked. I would have liked to have been sitting up in the corner of the gymnasium way
Just to
up high,
watch the-
just to watch to see how people enjoyed what we did,
Yeah.
and watch them dance on the floor, because me and Randy grew up playing like 50s and 60s stuff,
Sock hop shit.
because of our parents, whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, somebody came up to Randy and was like, do you think you guys could play like a sock hop? Do you guys know 50 songs? It's like, shit, we were spoon fed on that. Yeah, we could do that. No, that's Beatles.
You
That's
guys
Beatles.
just
That's
broke
not,
into
that's
it.
not 50 sock hop. That's the wrong generation.
63.
But,
Well, it's weird because I watched like some.
No,
of the Paul
we're talking
McCartney
about
shit.
stuff that they at Al's Diner on Happy Days.
Earth Angel.
Exactly, that kind of stuff. And Chubby,
Won't you be
Chubby
my
Checker.
Do the twist.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, yeah, we could do.
It's
we could
wild
do-
because
we could do an hour and a half of that. So that whole day, it's funny. That whole day in school, everybody, teachers, everybody was wearing gym shoes, short-legged
Chuck Taylors, cuffing their jeans, cuffing
their jeans.
Yeah. Cigarette
T-shirts
packs.
rolled up, whether
That
they
is
smoked or
sick.
not.
Yeah,
And at
cigarette pack,
11
yeah.
o'clock, everybody went to the gymnasium. And me
That
and
was your
Randy,
day, dude. That was
What,
your
when
day
do
in
you
the
when do you
sun.
think that was? Like what year?
1976 or 7.
So do you think you could have
We played
headlined
50s
Captain
music.
Beach and the
We
Shrimp
played
Shack
50s,
Shooters?
huh?
So you think you could have headlined for Captain
Whatever
Beach
they're
and the
paying
Shrimp
us,
Shack
man.
Shooters?
In the back in the 50s, we could have
Well,
played Al's Diner.
Yeah.
The only
Or
reason
skating
on
park.
Happy Days?
Yeah.
the only reason I asked
And
is
we did
because
that. We played. We had we had a set that lasted 100. Even the teachers, I mean, they were out there on the gymnasium swinging around with their.
This was
poodle
Dad's
skirts
big
and
show,
everything.
you guys.
It was funny.
Out there
It
in
was
listener
hilarious.
land, you're hearing about
They were
Dad's
like-
big show.
They were like, and I'm sure the older ones were like, how do these young guys know all these words and how to play?
Okay,
these
so if I could
50?
be a previous fly on the wall, previous to my own fly, I think I would trade mine in to watch that. Honestly.
Yeah, well, I was about the reason why I asked like what year it was because I was watching a Beatles documentary and Paul McCartney's like, he's like, I flew into Tennessee, I was going to play Nashville, and my manager, he went out to Bledsoe County, and we just went around and we just saw a couple of
there's a
gymnasiums,
great
and there was this
rock-
band, and it
So
was
we-
really good. And
we recruited,
his name was Michael, and he was
Steve
a real
Reese.
nice bloke. And
Well, there's a guy named Steve Reese that we knew, and he was my age, so we knew him, and he's like, I can play bass. And
There you go.
It's like, okay, we got a bass player. So
Mike
we're-
Brecheck behind the music.
No, actually, it's me and Randy. Randy
then you
was
guys
like,
split
Randy's
up.
the man, Randy Ollendorf. But so we got Steve Reese. So really, only me and Steve and Randy needed to practice together because me and Randy.
and then the lawyers got involved.
No, and then we found a girl that played drums in the marching band and in the band, and it was like,
Amy Winehouse.
hey, will you
funny
will you
fact.
play if we do this? Would you play the drums for us? Could you play the drums for us? And she had a complete set of Ludwigs or something at home. She
That's
goes,
what she said.
yeah, I'll do that. So before we started, we went down in the locker room where you always go, for gym class or whatever.
What do you
We
guys, bunch
slicked
of
our hair-
sissies?
We slicked our hair back with just water,
Yeah,
straight back.
Hey, yo.
Looked like we were from the 50s and everything.
A
And
greaser.
they just loved the shit out
Yeah.
of it. They just loved the
That's
shit
awesome,
out of it.
man.
And
Yeah.
this is before Joe Bacon and the Sizzlings.
Yeah,
correct?
this is
Way
way
before
before
Joe
Joe
Bacon
Bacon
and the Sizzlings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, they call us the Breeze. We got one more segment left for you tonight, so don't go anywhere. That's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra every Thursday night from the Tiger Cage. I'm having a great fucking time, man. This is this is so much fun hanging out with brother Adam here in the studio.
Absolutely.
Dad's
My favorite
back from
Seaman.
New York. Yeah, that's right. He's going to say, let's count. The listeners out there, go back and listen to the episode and tell
Tally.
how many times Dad says Seaman on this show. That should be fun for everybody.
My favorite seaman.
It's gonna be the new drinking thing. Every time he says
Every
Seaman,
time he says
goes,
Seaman,
Take a drink of, take a
Yep,
shot of
take
Jack.
a shot. Yep, take a shot of Jack, guys. Wait, maybe not Jack because Seaman, Jack,
Maybe
Jack, Seaman.
what's the
Yeah,
one with
maybe-
the P?
maybe-
What's the
little-
one with the P that we drank at Mike's house across the street when you and
the P.
Yeah, man, it's
the
that thing we used
tequila.
to eat all the time
Tequila.
back in the day.
huh?
Patron,
No, no, no.
Patron.
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 All right, yeah,
Because
get
when
your
you-
tequila
when,
out. I'm gonna go
what's
do a
his
shot of
name?
Espolòn right now
When
just
the
to help me out.
Navy SEAL was.
Oh yeah.
I only know the Air Force signals.
All right, boys, we're gonna
Chris,
get
the
out of
Navy
here.
SEAL was across the street home visiting.
Dad's
You were
just
home
literally
visiting.
having a side conversation with Adam now, guys. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Bye.
You hear?
Oh, that
Like a little
tasty,
sitar.
tasty
It's like a little
shit.
sitar, dude.
Ooh,
Did
that
you have
was-
George Harrison
That
playing
was
on
good.
that track?
I think we did.
George.
Yeah. That is out there in listener land. That is me and Ryan's old album called Melbourne. We'll tell you about that in just a minute, but first I got to go over show credits. It's They Call Us the Breeze, guys. It's Bravo Romeo Echo Sierra live every Thursday night from the Tiger Cage. Hit him, Ryan. There it is. Yeah. That was a good one, dude. That was straight from the guttural.
Anything
He's
that the
getting better
light
at that.
touches is yours.
Every Thursday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And then, of course, check out the show everywhere you listen to podcasts every Monday at midnight. For every one of you out there that's listening, there's 1,000 of you that aren't. So tell your friends, guys.
Tell all your friends in Jacksonville,
Absolutely.
Bryceville.
Yeah,
Florida.
absolutely. We got brother Adam here on set tonight. He's been great. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, man.
Thanks,
Got
Adam.
One
Thanks, brother
one
Adam.
final segment left. I've been having a great time. I hope everyone out there listens having as good of a time as we are here in the Tiger Cage.
I don't know if Urban Meyer and Trevor Lawrence are having a good time right now, but we'll see next week. Give it 1 week. Give it 1 week.
I'm sure Ryan
He's not
Day's
used to
not,
lose.
happy.
He's not
Ryan Day's
used to
not
lose.
real happy either. But
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ryan, you want to talk about it? The most the
don't-
inevitable. I know.
I prefer not to.
It's a touchy subject. It's a very we lost someone this week. A very
Norm.
very funny guy. Just 100%. I hate to put a little damper on the mood of the show, but the man needs, his flowers, and we're gonna give it to him. Norm Macdonald, man. I mean, for everything, like just the Weekend Update. He ran Weekend Update on SNL forever. He was in so many movies, and actually, I was talking about those movies all week long. I mean, you had Dirty Work.
I don't know if
I like the
honestly,
show. I like the
was
show
my
when he
favorite.
was an ex-hockey player.
I think this is like
Remember
I don't
he had
know.
a
This is like the
television
universe.
show? He was an ex-hockey player or whatever.
Oh,
Like,
I forgot about that.
Adam showed me Dirty Work, and
yeah.
I feel like this is the universe.
You remember
like,
what I'm
you know
talking
what
about?
I mean? Like Brother
Coming
Adam's in the
for-
studio tonight. Like it's just coming like
full
full
circle.
circle. Yeah, it's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a
'cause
cir-
it
oh, you
doesn't
wanna do
have
me?
any
You wanna do
breakers.
me?
It's a circle.
You want to do me?
That's
No,
right.
you can't hold it. You can't handle it, little man.
Yeah, he did. He was like an ex-hockey player, and he was
Was this more recent than that?
10 years ago.
Okay,
he had
so
his
yeah,
own television
I
show.
wasn't really watching TV 10 years ago, honestly, just on Netflix and everything else.
Dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude, Norm Macdonald, Screwed. So that movie, Screwed, with fucking
Is that
Dave
Chappelle?
Chappelle.
Yeah.
Where they he's a butler for that rich old lady, and he's sick
Who
of it.
is?
Norm.
Norm.
And he's sick of it, and he's just like, thank you. He's like, can I get a new suit maybe for Christmas? Like the suit I'm wearing right now is just kind of wearing down, and he doesn't have a whole lot, much of a pot to piss in, and so Dave Chappelle and him like come up with this scheme where they're going to try to fake kidnap the old lady, and they're going to get some money, and I mean just
Dude,
just
so,
Norm Macdonald.
He was funny.
So they talked about David
And the way he talked.
Spade. David Spade, he was on Conan. He goes, have you ever texted with Norm before?
Oh, shit.
And he goes, no. And he goes, here's what it's like texting with Norm. He goes, I texted Norm, and I was like, I said something about like a movie that I saw him in. And he goes, it was a Wednesday night. I get a text message Saturday, 4 a.m. in the morning, and it's, hey, Dave, it's me, Norm. And he goes, yeah, I know. I texted you. And he goes, Dave, do you want to make a lot of money? And he goes,
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, Dave.
And he goes,
Hey, Dave.
he goes,
You want to make a lot of money?
would you like to go into a car dealership, and would you like to just look at any car and just buy it? And he goes, yeah. He goes, and then 2 days went by. Bet the over on the Blackhawks game. He goes,
Fucking
that's
Norm
what it's like
Macdonald.
texting with Norm. Hey, it's me,
Bet the
Norm.
over
Yeah,
on the
I know.
Blackhawks
I
game.
texted you. Would you like so much money? Yeah. I mean, goddamn, like his delivery. That
How
just
does he
goes to
always-
show.
Hey,
that goes to
hey,
show
hey.
the comedian he is. I mean, he's literally delivering gold on text messages
And he
by
had-
texting you at
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
He had
hours
that-
of the night, days later. Like that is.
He kind of had
he's a
that
genius.
nasally, not too hard
Ah,
nasally,
we're gonna
but
show him our cacks.
hey,
And then we're gonna say
hey,
later.
yeah, he was funny. He was
Yeah.
hilarious.
He had that voice, right?
Yeah, he had that nasally, kind of somewhat nasally, and
He
it
was
was like,
Canadian, right?
oh yeah,
I'm sure,
absolutely,
yeah.
He's a comedian, and he wrote for Saturday Night Live before he got on there. He was a writer.
Wait,
No,
Ryan said
Canadian.
not
Canadian. I
comedian.
think. Well, both. Both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
other Canadian comedian?
Oh my God,
Who's a
Billy!
Canadian?
Oh my
Hey,
God,
Canadian
Billy!
comedian.
Oh my God, Billy! I just thought of the funniest thing.
Oh wait, where's
Billy, where's Billy, man?
He's
in
a-
school, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he was on Billy Madison.
Yeah, he
wasn't
was. He was-
Was he
You
floating
remember we
around
used
the
to do
pool,
that?
Yep, he was
Yeah,
one of his
dude.
shit.
waiting for the
Penguin.
Dirty Magazine Day or
yeah,
something?
Nudie.
Veronica.
Close, Dad. Close. I'm proud of
beating
Dad.
the shit out
Very
of
good.
me.
Yeah.
I only have so much of a memory left.
Oh wait, sorry, wrong button. Yeah, Dad, dude. Yeah. He was waiting
My
for
hard
Nudie
drive's kind
magazine
of
day.
full, and if I try to put anything else in there, something's got to leave. So
Yeah, I was just a big fan of.
Wait, is
Dirty
that the
Work.
name of your new emo album?
What's that?
my hard drive's full. My hard drive's full.
At least I didn't get my nose bitten off by a Saigon whore.
You bastard!
I'm just
just
kidding,
kidding.
Jimmy. I'll buy you a beer. All right. Yeah, one of
Moving right along.
Hey, wait a minute! Isn't that the Saigon whore that bit my nose off?
That's the
yeah,
la-
we're getting hitched.
That's the last. That's one of the last Farley movies, and Norm definitely carried that movie. And
Dang, someone wrote that was like, we never. I don't know. I'm not going to get down that rabbit hole where I'm I'm not gonna get down there.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you're doing your dad impression right now.
That was the dad impression.
I think
You guys figuring out Norm's crazy.
you guys figured out Norm's
Norm McDonald.
Well, he's going to be a missed voice, man. That guy. Actually, I
This for you, Norm.
He had
I
a funny voice.
I
He
heard
did
it-
have a funny voice.
I heard an interview.
Everyone-
Someone posted it. Yeah, let's
The
cheers
way he
to
delivered
Norm
his,
real
Cheers
quick.
to Norm, man.
Cheers to
Everybody cheers to Norm.
Cheers to
the
a
way
legend.
he
Whoever
the way
had
he,
him in their death pool.
the way
probably
he
came
delivered
up.
the way he delivered his lines was like, it was like kind of nasally, and it was like, hey, well, he said he always. I read today that he said a joke shouldn't be carried out long. A good joke should surprise you.
Easy for you to say.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I would have heard you around the corner.
Do you stutter? No, my dad does, but the guy that wrote out the
Well, you got
birth certificate
You do
was
have
an
a lot
asshole.
of advice, though. I
don't
would
matter.
say. You have a
None
lot
of this
advice
matters.
these days.
Yeah. Oh
It
man.
don't matter.
Rest in peace, Norm.
I saw that
Rest
guy
in peace,
in.
Norm.
I saw that guy in Staten Island.
I saw a meme that had Norm and Chris Farley in that movie Dirty Work, where Chris Farley has the tip of his nose bitten off, and they're having the beer and they're sitting at the bar, and it said "Today in Heaven." ...
Oh,
nice.
And I
That
was
would
like,
be
"Fuck yeah,
nice.
dude!" Like,
So I wonder,
Norm's
like, if you get up to
immediately-
like heaven and like,
there's
I
a
wonder.
VIP section. We don't just get to hang out. With
That's
the
what I'm saying.
celebrities.
Like, is there still like paparazzi where like they would still be swarming the bar if they saw
Shit,
Chris
no.
Farley and Norm Macdonald? Right? I mean, would
No,
you be
Cupid
like,
would be
well,
up there putting people
if
down
Paul
with an
McCartney
arrow.
dies and he wants to go play a pub, do you think it's going to be sold out in heaven? I mean, it probably. You know what I mean? I mean,
and
who
I
knows?
mean,
what makes you think there's
or
20
you know what?
pubs
It's
and
heaven.
everything?
They're just going to be like, we'll take
Furthermore,
3 Paul McCartneys.
Furthermore, if you have Paul McCartney died today, and he goes up and finds John Lennon, assuming heaven's real and everything like that, goes up and finds John Lennon, but you're what age you are when you die. So like he's got John Lennon,
so
like
he's like
82
uncle,
John
or
Lennon,
he's like a
80
grandpa to him.
and Paul's
John
like
Lennon's
fucking-
like, you're an old motherfucker.
Yeah, he's
Yes,
like-
I am.
You're like, can you still sing the way you used to sing? Nope.
No, I can't.
like
Yeah,
so,
You're gonna
they're
do the
like-
high notes.
yeah. So John becomes the new Paul. Yeah, in that situation.
I met this guy Paul. He was a bloke.
Speaking
and he
of,
was
since you
old.
guys are in this religious thing, when we were up in New York, which we talked about earlier, like about 2 blocks from Ground Zero, there's a chapel, St. Paul's Chapel, and they no longer worship there. They worship at Trinity Church, was a big church up the several blocks away that we saw, and Mom's got pictures of it, of both actually. And they cleared out that chapel of all the pews and everything like that. Pew, pew. Apparently, this is where all the firefighters that came in from all over, slept in that. Slept
Oh, yeah,
in the
yeah,
pews
yeah.
as a
okay.
bed,
Yeah.
during 911.
To
And they
clean
said,
up and find
and,
people and-
if you can picture
You're on. Yeah.
911 and all that debris and soot and everything rolling down the city blocks of Manhattan.
Oh, I've watched videos.
Yeah, this was
yeah.
only 2 blocks.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
was less than 2 blocks away, and it's a brick Catholic church, small in stature, and old, and with windows probably, the biggest windows probably half again that tall, half again that wide, with panes of glass, like on the back door.
He paints
and
a picture,
one,
ladies and gentlemen. He
one
paints
pane
a
of-
picture.
Details are
through that
important.
whole thing, all the buildings that got destroyed and the glass and stuff that got destroyed in that area, and we're only talking about a block and a half up the street.
Right.
One small little pane of glass in that church got broke.
That's pretty incredible.
That's pretty fucking weird.
You weren't
Yeah.
like you weren't.
Someone had a curse or a hex on that building to make sure it was not damaged.
Somebody was overlooking that
Yeah,
place.
yeah, 100%.
and
'Cause
I'm
we
going to make it
walked
a
through
little
it.
bit of a light note on this. But was there
Yeah, that was pretty dark, Mike.
was there a guy that kind of went down the aisle and he looked like an old guy that shoveled a lot of snow down a street? And did he like?
All right, are
talk
you,
Not
to
while
you
I
for
are you
was
a
doing
there.
Home Alone again, Ryan?
Not while I
No,
was
but
there.
did
it
he
was,
ask you
It
about-
was pretty empty when we were
But
there.
did he have a son that never really talked to him? And then he's like,
No,
Pretty
it
sure that's
was-
Home Alone.
It was a pretty empty church, but But they said one little teeny tiny pane of glass out of the whole church broke.
All right, well, guys, we're about ready to wrap up the show, but before we go, it's time to open the old mailbag and do a little Ask Your Father, so let's do that real quick. Yeah, so we have 3.
You got questions, I got answers.
Yes. What was who?
Not good.
If I don't know the real answer,
Who was
I'll
that? Who was that? Who did? You got questions? We have answers. Was
I
it
have no
Pep
idea. I
Boys?
think it was James.
No.
No. What brand was that? You got Radio Shack, Best Buy. You got questions? We got answers.
Okay.
It might have been Radio Shack. I'm
Hey,
gonna
but
look
there-
at it.
Trojan. I think it was Trojan.
Yeah,
But you know there
go.
are no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Yep, that's right. Bob
Trojan
Ross.
batteries.
Bob Ross. All right, so the first letter we have tonight for the Go Ask Your Dad segment, it's Jennifer from Montclair, New Jersey. I think that's the second.
Ooh, Montclair.
I think that's the second email we've gotten from Montclair. So Jennifer from Montclair,
Do you
New
commute,
Jersey.
girl? Do you commute?
She asked Dad.
Montclair.
New Jersey. Yeah, and she,
Oh, just on the other side of the river from New York City.
She
Yeah,
probably
there you go.
commutes.
she
I think I saw her.
You probably did.
That's probably why she's asking.
She asks you specifically. She goes, "What's your death row meal? You're on death row."
That's
There he goes. He's pondering.
Dried out pork chops.
Dried.
Probably.
All right, so you pick. Yeah, it could be a
I'd say
restaurant.
probably a burger and fries. That's
From
my
where?
go-to.
Anywhere?
So from where? Like
Anywhere
you
in
had to pick
particular? Like El Cap?
El Cap maybe. We
El
talked
Cap.
about El Cap on the show before.
No, we'll go to
beautiful chain
Five Guys
restaurant.
because I like the fries.
Oh,
I like
dude,
the
yeah,
fries.
yeah. You
Mom doesn't like those fries. I don't
Oh, those
understand why
fries
she
are
doesn't
so
like
good.
fresh cut fries and peanut oil.
Oh, do you ever dip them in vinegar?
I
Malt
dip
vinegar?
them in nothing.
No, you
Dude,
spray the
should-
vinegar
yeah,
all
you
over
should
the fries.
Dip your fries in some
Shit,
malt
no,
vinegar,
you-
man. Next
you
time.
dip 'em in-
Oh,
do you
it'll
get
toughen
the
up your
Do you
life,
get the
man.
Cajun
Heinz
one?
But don't
ketchup.
do it on death row because obviously you want your meal
Hold
to be
up.
exactly
So-
where it needs to
What
be.
would take? Wait a minute. What would take you the longest to eat?
I guess that's a
Can I have
problem.
a
I'd
big
go with
rack of
crab
ribs
legs.
Yeah.
and just
yeah.
pick at it and
All
pick
you
All
at
you
it?
can eat crab
crab
legs,
legs.
please. Yeah, I want
Yeah.
the all you can eat.
And
crab
Still
legs.
not done.
And don't have the third batch soak in salt. where I
Jesus
get
Christ,
sick of
that's the
it.
third
Okay,
day.
make
You're not
that
done
shit.
with those crab legs yet?
That's how the crab legs. That's how they make money, right? I mean, after they start pulling what's very salty, they pull it out of the pot. That's very salty. So after your 4th or 5th time, like you're done, you're filled up.
Fife?
What?
4th or 5th time?
Well,
Tim fight.
And then you're drinking all
Speaking
that
of
beer,
Fife, we
so you
saw
fill
some
up faster.
drummers going across the Brooklyn Bridge.
All right, well,
We won't go back to New York, but
Jennifer from
Don
Montclair, New Jersey, I hope you got your answer on that one. It's definitely 100%.
thank you for sending the letter, Jennifer.
Yeah, he would eat a burger and fries. That's it. All right, the second letter we
You should
have.
have called me. We were just there.
Second letter, we got Kyle from Tempe, Arizona.
Ooh.
He says, "What's your favorite barbecue?" And then side question, your favorite ribs. They can be 2 different places.
Baby back ribs.
Well,
Tony Roma's.
Tony Roma's baby back ribs.
Absolutely.
100%. It's kind of a
Absolutely.
chain. It's kind of a chain. You,
Absolutely.
This
You
dude, I
jumped
mean,
out of
obviously
it,
his
yeah.
death row question kind of set up to how he's going to answer the rest of the questions. He
was
goes
just-
a burger and fries from fucking.
With the little teeny
Burger
tiny
King,
straw onion rings, man.
oh, you like the straw onion rings? You like
That's
little
what you
baked
get.
beans on
now,
the side?
when we go to Nashville next week, they have a Tony Roma's there. That's where me and
We are not going to fucking Tony Roma's. We're going to Jack's Barbecue. You've
Okay,
been there. You
that's
remember?
fine.
You remember?
nope.
It was a 2-story building. We went there, kind of a cafeteria style line, and then a wood deck outside and a wood deck balcony that you could sit at, picnic tables. Very, very.
Probably
Niche.
kind of remember
They
that.
make
so
they
we're
make you
going
have
there.
a couple shots of Jack, and they make you have a few PBRs.
Maybe
they
that's
just-
why I don't kind of remember it.
They just poured Jack Daniels in the fucking barbecue
In
sauce.
your throat?
Yeah, no, yeah,
nice.
yeah, 100%. So we're definitely going to Jack's Barbecue and
Sure
going to
you
try
don't
a little Hattie B's Nashville hot
Can you
chicken
play
as well.
guitar?
No,
You're out.
You're
All
out.
right. So, favorite barbecue. So, your favorite ribs are Tony Roma, but
You
what
can-
about your favorite ribs are Tony Roma? What about just overall barbecue? What's your favorite restaurant? I know the answer to
Probably,
this one.
down there in Gulfport.
Down
Yeah.
there in Gulfport, 58th,
22nd Ave
58th
South.
Street and 22nd Avenue
Yes,
South.
sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Smokin' Jay's.
Smoking Jay.
Jays. They
Good
do
brisket.
really have some good
My son lived there
Yep.
That would be you.
I lived there for a
for a while, and it
That
was
would
like
be
that
you.
was the best barbecue.
That would be you.
You know
That
what's
would be
funny?
you.
that one.
I talk about like oh, my brother lived on a golf course. It's like, what?
And he did live
They're
on a
like,
golf
oh,
course.
he's so proper. It's like,
lived on
I lived on a golf course.
He
for
lived
3
on a
years.
golf course, and we ate the best barbecue from Smoking Jay's up the street.
Yeah.
How tits is that?
Yeah, it was pretty great. Yeah. So the last, so I hope you got your answer there, Kyle from Tempe, Arizona. Thanks for writing.
Yeah, you
in.
got to come to Florida to get the best barbecue.
Hey,
or Texas.
Coyotes.
I'm believing them boys came from Texas.
All right,
It says,
we got a little bit of reel left. So the last question. Last question comes in from Sarah from Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Sarah asks. She says, "So Jeremy has a cat. Do you like cats, and would you consider ever getting one?
we'll babysit one.
You'll babysit one, but you would never get one?
No,
You don't think? Why?
I'd hunt them.
I think he means
You
to say
can't-
that cats are useless.
I don't think you
I'll
can.
hunt them down when they're out running around outside
I don't
the
even
house
think
and
you
say,
can
"Get
hunt.
back, get
you
your
can't
ass
even
back in
hunt
here."
Cats
He's
down
more-
in
No, I ain't
Africa.
talking about hunting and shooting them.
By the way,
Hey, Jack, that's what I'm saying.
Mom, our executive side studio producer in Studio A,
Assistant to James.
she just said that you've got questions, we got answers. Is indeed Radio Shack, and I believe I called Radio Shack at one point.
No, we
So
just never been.
that's,
We've
yeah.
had dogs, but
So
we've had
thanks
one
for
dog.
that research, Mom. I appreciate the text.
But
Yeah.
I don't mind cats, and Mom's the one that used to not really like cats. Now she works with them, and you got one, so
But that's your favorite musical. You told me in confidence.
Cats?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
you told me
yeah,
in
yeah.
confidence.
Oh, he
You
loves when
remember?
the
That's not
opening
true.
moment when
You
they
remember.
crawl across the stage. That's his big deal.
Yeah.
I told you not to tell anybody.
Well, I remember.
Adam,
I like
Adam, did you have fun
horses.
tonight? Adam,
I
did you
like
have
the
fun tonight?
horses.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I like the horses. I like Yellowstone.
He
That's what I'm telling you.
horses.
He likes
Horses. I like riding horses.
America too.
She likes
But mainly horses.
horse. Dude, yes. Sweet.
Adam, fucking thanks, bro. I hope you had fun tonight, man.
They
I
can
had a
have a
blast.
tail,
Thank you so much,
and they
guys.
can have 4 legs, but you got to put a
Brother
saddle on
Adam,
and ride.
let's give him a round of
Right,
applause.
round
right.
of applause.
Let's give Adam a round of
Adam,
applause,
or
man.
spirit fingers.
Harriet.
Yeah, we appreciate
My
your
favorite
help tonight.
Harriet.
seaman.
That's right. Oh, there it is, Seaman. Drink, guys. Drink out there in Radio Land. We love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to episode
And we
9.
appreciate a member of our U.S. Armed Forces,
Absolutely,
the U.S.
100%.
Navy,
And we appreciate
the
all
strongest
you out there,
goddamn
too.
Navy in the world to protect our country. Thank God he's a part of it.
That's right, guys. And thank you guys for being a part of us. We are, they call us the Breeze. That's Bravo, Romeo, Echo, Sierra. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
And one last thing, if you don't believe that's the strongest U.S. Navy in the world, put them to the test.
Over the top.
On that note, Adam,
He'll
what do you
take
say?
you out.
Till next time, listener land.
That's right, Ryan. What do you got? Nothing. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Damn
We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.